everyone. It's great to see you here on the banks of the Winkie River. Let me, make that the Columbia River. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ozprah Winkie. Or is it Ozprah? Anyways, I am going to be your hostess this evening, and I'd like to welcome you to the Winkie Convention, also known as Ozcon International. Oh boy. Of course, you're familiar with Wizard of Oz. There have been a few movie versions, and the story has been portrayed time and again. Now, I'd like to tell you about a man and who's very fundamental to our convention's existence. None of us would be here tonight if not for the talented pen of Mr. Frank Baum. We have here with us tonight, along with his wife, Maud Gage Baum, and they are going to join us in a little discussion of what's been happening over the years in that wonderful, marvelous land of Oz. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to welcome Mr. and Mrs. L. Frank Baum.
It is a pleasure to be here, Ozprah. How are things in the Emerald City?
Oh, it's as lively as ever. There are so many Oz projects in the works, it's hard to keep track of all of them.
Give our regards to Ozma, Dorothy, and the Scarecrow, won't you?
Plus the Shaky Man, the Tin Woodman, and the Patchwork Girl, to name only a few more of our friends.
Oh, I will. We're going to be meeting some more of your Oz creations today in this interview.
Oh, that will be delightful.
Tell me, Mr. Baum.
Don't be so formal, Ozprah. You can call me Frank.
Very well, Frank. By the way, what does the L stand for?
It stands for Lyman, but he never uses that name.
I've always been called by my middle name.
Interesting. I've always gone by Ozprah, named, of course, for your famous fairyland.
And don't forget the wizard's first two initials spell out Oz. That's how he happened to arrive in the land of Oz with those initials painted on the side of his balloon. That's why the people immediately assumed he was the one who should be their leader.
How did you come up with the name Oz for the wizard and for your magical fairyland?
Well, back when I was putting this story together, I had one of the young people ask me what was the name of this magic land that all of these characters were in. And I looked around me and I saw my filing cabinet over there, and the top drawer said A to N, and the bottom drawer said O to Z. And I thought, that'll be it. Oz, that's the name of my fairyland.
I heard something like that before. Is that really the truth of how you came upon the name of Oz?
He's been telling that story for years, and if it isn't the truth, it ought to be by now.
And how did you happen to start writing The Wizard of Oz? I understand you had quite a varied career before that.
Well, I started out as an actor, and I had a trunk full of costumes, just big trunk full. And, you know,